It's Kenneth, SBM Boxing. Friend request, subscribe. Let's speak box. I'm gonna talk about Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano. It was a great fight. You know, draw, was it justified? Who knows? But this, you know, all the titles were on the line on this one. But it was clear. It was clear. I covered it live, and you can even see as far as the not just so much the build up, but the commentators as well. You know what I'm saying? The commentation and shit like that. You can tell when Castano landed some shots. Even when Jermell missed, he was getting credit. He was getting credit for it, man. So there's something bigger than just the fight itself. But all in all, I thought it was an exciting fight. I think Jermell could have did so much better job. You know, look at everything. Ring generalship, he didn't have it. Punch output and activity, he didn't have it. Who controlled the ring? Who controlled the fight? Who fought their fight? Brian Castano did, bro. You know what I'm saying? Who landed the bigger, cleaner shots? I think Brian for the most majority of the fight. Now when Mel let them hands go, and he landed, obviously he did some damage. You know, he has power. You know what I'm saying? I think his jab was a little bit sloppy. If you watch my live preview, I was saying that shit the whole entire fight. There was times where Mel, you know what I'm saying, was able to keep his range, keep his distance. When he brought the fight to the center of the ring, he looked good. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, he was gassed out. He wasn't letting them hands go, man. But when he did let them hands go, he made it an exciting fight and he made things happen. You know, I gave him 3 to 4 rounds. You know, Boxing Genius gave him 2 to 3 rounds, you know. But all in all, was that a robbery? Absolutely. Absolutely. And look at it, man. Look at he looked like a defeated fighter. He looked like a defeated fighter as a whole. Are they going to run it back? I don't even think they're going to run it back. I don't think they're going to give Brian Castano a chance to run that shit back. Now, do I think Mel can learn from it and bring it back? 100%. If Mel comes out, letting them hands go, working on that jab, his range is there. His center of the ring is there. You know, mixing it up a little bit, using his size, bro. I think Brian was he was bullying him, bro. It looked like times where Brian was the bigger, stronger fighter, even though he was smaller. You know what I'm saying? I think Lada needs to get in the mix, though, man. But I don't see Charlo running that back anytime soon. What I do see is Danny Garcia going up to 160 and taking on the fight. That's what I do see. I see that fight happening more than anything. Or somebody from welterweight coming on up so it can overshadow and get people stop talking about this Brian Castano rematch, man. So I don't see that shit happening whatsoever. But what I seen last night, and I'm going to go out on a limb on this one, and you already know it, George the Boxing Genius, he's not a big fan of Danny Garcia, and he's not a big fan of the Charlos as a whole. But Danny Garcia at 140 was a fucking beast. But right now at 154, I don't see much of a threat. But I think Danny actually has a chance. He has a puncher's chance and his boxing IQ, and he looks good, man. He looks good. He does have a chance to go up and wait and give Mel some problems if that fight were to happen. I would be interested in seeing that fight, but all in all, I think that's what's going to happen, bro. That's what I think. And my fight prediction on that, I'm going to wait on that, but I think Danny Garcia actually has a chance on beating Mel if that fight was to take place. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, Brian Castano, I thought he won the fight. He won the fight. More active, landed the cleaner shots. When he did get hurt, I actually thought he should have took the knee, you know. But he kept his distance, kept his range, backpedaled, pulled the Miguel Cotto and danced around the ring just to get his composure back, and was able to, the last minute of the round, was able to recover and was straight, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people were like, yo, why Charlo didn't let hands go, da-da-da-da. But at the end of the day, bro, like Charlo mentioned in the press conference, look, bro, it's easier said than done. You know, it just looks different when you're inside the ring. So obviously he still had a full fight to fight, and he didn't want to empty out the tank. You know what I'm saying? That shit's rough. So it's easier said than done. But all in all, man, I think Mel could have won that fight if he would let the fucking hands go. He would pop that jab. He would work the body. He would have just brought the action, because when he let them hands go, bro, he was catching them, and it was a different fight. But him backpedaling, putting his hands up, his back against the ropes, and I seen Mel try to get out, but you know, Castano was cutting the ring off, man. He did a great job. He did a hell of a job, and it's just sad, man. It's sad that, you know, a big fight like this that you train your whole entire camp for, you're against all odds, you're against all critics, you're against the fucking media. Everyone was talking about seeing this guy lose. Everybody was saying this guy's gonna get knocked out. He puts on a hell of a performance like that, and he gets fucking robbed. 117, 111. That's some bullshit, bro. Anyways, guys, this is Kenneth, SBM Boxing. From request, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Have a good one.